I might have an issue, guys. Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Opos. We're hopping right back into this video. Basically, let me know. 3, 2, 1. So yeah, y'all see it, a little nasty bend in the forward stars, as well as missing a damn trim piece, as well as running no spoiler, wrap peeling. Like, bro, I'm down bad. I macked it like a dumbass with a 360 mount. So this bitch about to go back to Abby. She's gonna rewrap the trunk. On top of that, she's gonna rewrap the bumper, because as you'll see when I open up the garage, bumper's pretty cooked too. I've only had this wrap on for maybe 3 months. The bumper's like, bro, the bumper's cooked. You gotta PPF this shit. But yeah, today's objective, I'm gonna pull the forward stars off all 4 corners, and we're gonna swap the wheels. We're gonna test fit the old wheels from my old X3 M40. These are 20 by 9.5 squared with a 275/40 squared all the way around. These 29.5 front, 20 10.5 rear, 265/35, 295/30. So it's like, it should fit. Like, me and Blake was calculating the tire sizes. It should fit. This tire is shorter than a 305/35 that we tried to run back on there a few months back, and it rubbed. It didn't work. So essentially, if this is shorter than that, this should fit and clear, have no rubbing issues, nothing. Main reason I'm pulling these off, obviously, is to get this bent wheel repaired, fixed. But we're going to be changing the color on these wheels as well. Probably throw them back on this car for maybe a couple of weeks. Now, I might be kind of biased just because I bought this car with the 4 stars. I've never swapped wheels on this car. Never seen another set of wheels on this car. But why does that look kind of good? I was literally about to lower it, and I'm like, it's going to need a spacer. It's a 9.5 rear from a 10.5 wide to a 9.5 wide in the rear. I mean, it could definitely use a spacer. But that's a lot better than I thought it was going to fit. I mean, it fills out the wheel gap. Just looks good. I like meat. I don't like low profile tires. So that 30 sidewall in the back, it needed to go. I hated that shit. But let's do the other side. See how it looks. The other rear is on. What y'all think? Which one are y'all taking? Alright, quick update. These front 4 stars, I know it's hella dark, y'all probably can't see, but just to fill you guys in, the front 4 stars basically have a centering ring behind both of the wheels, in between the hub and the wheel. And it's a bitch to get off. I'm trying to use this baby dick ass pick tool right here. Y'all can see it, bro. That shit's not working, bro. I can't find my hammer for some reason. So yeah, I'm about to go pick up a hammer from my buddy Alex, and then come back, knock that shit the fuck out, and get those front wheels on, and take these 4 stars to get repaired. camera has been acquired. Shout out to my boy Alex, man. If y'all need any detail work or anything like that, make sure that you tap in. I'm gonna throw his Instagram right here on the screen, man. Best in the business, best in the city. If you're in the Indianapolis area, definitely go with my man. On our way back to the crib right now, and I am going to knock the centering rings off of the front wheels and throw them on. Put the car back on the ground, torque all the wheels down, and then take it for a test drive. Make sure nothing rubs or anything. I don't know if I picked up the camera and showed you guys, but the fronts are definitely macking the control arm, so I'm gonna have to throw a spacer on. I have some 5mm spacers at the crib, luckily, just literally sitting right there. So I'm gonna throw those on, and hopefully it clears, and hopefully it doesn't look fucking retarded. It'll either be fine or I'm not rocking with it. So I don't know. I'll update you guys when we get back to the crib. Little motherfucker really thinks she gonna get something. Little does she know, she ain't getting shit. Alright, so after a long battle with these centering rings, I finally got them off. Got them on the new wheel. Just test fitted it with like that 15mm spacer, and it clears. It's tight, it's close, but it clears. It doesn't look bad. It's got a little bit of poke. I'm cool with that, so fuck it, probably run that. I'll probably need like a 5 or a 10mm out back still, but yeah, it works. So put the car on the ground, torque them down, and take it for a drive. That Valtronic, dog, but it ain't that Valtronic, dog, if you know what I'm saying, dog. We ain't gonna speak on that though.
One eternity later.
Damn, I'm showing my face on this thing. Shit. Alright, so what's going on, YouTube? We're jumping right back into this video, man. If you made it to this point, I just want to say I appreciate you sticking through. Got the new wheels on. We've been running them for 3 weeks now, I want to say. I haven't put too many miles on the setup. It's just been sitting in the garage, hence why this video hasn't posted, why all that was filmed 3 weeks ago. I just have been super busy. Weather's been shit. Haven't been driving this car very much. It's just been sitting in the garage. But with that being said, a lot of changes are coming to this setup, to the channel, just to life in general for me. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited, to say the least. It's definitely going to make for a good amount more content. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of beating around the bush here. I'll just fill you guys in. Basically, after I threw this setup on, probably a week after, 2 weeks ago, I want to say, I was kind of sitting there just thinking about parting ways with this platform, thinking deeply about what's next, what I want to do next, because at this point in my life, right now, with the car shit, I'm really just focused on performance and just making these cars go as fast as I can. And I mean, I've kind of already done that. I've already kind of accomplished what I wanted to accomplish with this car for the most part. I've went 10 2.25 mile. I've trapped 140 1/4 mile, but all of this was done on a 20-inch all-season setup. And all last winter, I was just telling everybody close to me, talking nines. And then a week or two ago, I'm like, nah, I want to get rid of it. I want to get into a different platform. I've done pretty much everything I can. If you know these cars, there's not much aftermarket support. I mean, downpipes tuned, that's pretty much it. If you want to go farther than 800 wheel horsepower, it's tough. I mean, you could get the trans built, you could upgrade the turbos, but at the end of the day, nobody really understands, and there's not been enough R&D done with this N63 TU3 specifically to make people feel comfortable in a sense of pushing 4 digits with the car. At least from my perspective, I don't think there's a single 1,000+ horsepower M550 N63 rolling around right now anywhere in the world. I'll just say that straight up. If there is, please let me know in the comments. Update me. I'd love to see that. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm getting at. I just figured that my potential was basically at its peak, at its cap. I wasn't going to be able to do much more, but at the end of the day, if I did all of those numbers and all those runs last year on a 20-inch all-season setup, throw a meet on this bitch and see what it'll do. So that's kind of where my head's been at the past week. If you know me, you know I am like so indecisive, bro. I'm so back and forth with myself. All that to say, we are going to keep this platform for another season. We're going to do what I've always wanted to do. We're going to go even faster in the car, accomplish some more goals. But yeah, I mean, after that, we'll reevaluate. After this summer, come into the fall, we will reevaluate. Most likely, you guys are going to see a new platform, a new car on the channel. So. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my story post about a week or two ago, basically trying to sell every aftermarket part that I have on this car down to my tuning licenses. And that was just because I was dead set. I mean, when I make up my mind, it's pretty much made up, but only for the time being, if that makes sense. Like, when I make up my mind, I'm all for it. But then once I reevaluate, and if I want to change my mind again, I'm going to do that. The number one thing that you should take away from this is that you should do what you want to do ultimately. It doesn't matter if you make up your mind. Like I said, I made up my mind within a week and was dead set on, all right, I need a new platform. All right, I need to sell this car within a week. Like, this was all a week ago, bruh. And now here we are 7 days later, maybe less. And I'm like, nah, we're keeping this car. I spent $2,500 on a new wheel and tire setup just yesterday. That'll be here in a couple of days. So we'll definitely be throwing a video on that, throwing some videos together of us doing some testing, and just getting the car ready for this season. So yeah, maybe I'm just different from everybody, but you are completely 110% in control of your own life. If you want to do something, can't nobody tell you you can't do it. If you have something set up that you're gonna do and you want to switch, do something completely opposite, switch like that and do it, man. Hesitation is death. It's the biggest thing that I've been trying to burn into my memory lately, is that hesitation is death. If you hesitate, you die. It's as simple as that. You cannot hesitate in anything in this life. You got to take what you can. You got to take what God gives you, man, and you got to roll with it. It's as simple as that. And God gave me this platform. God allowed me to do the things that I've done, get the traction that I've gotten from this platform, support, love, whatever you want to call it, all of the above, man. All of that has happened because of this platform, because it's not that tapped into. Nobody really talks about it. It's not like a B58. It's not like everybody has one, you know what I mean? And it's definitely not like everybody's pushing power on these cars. So I just think from that perspective of things, I would almost be robbing myself of my ownership experience if I didn't. God, y'all hear that, bro? I would almost be robbing myself if I didn't get my 9 in this car. I would almost be robbing myself if I didn't push this car to its limits, do what I wanted to do as far as throw a new wheel and tire setup on this car, get a better 60 foot. Guys, I've never went quicker than a 1.77 60 foot in this car. Never. Now that call it what you want. That could be a combination of I need driver mod. That could be a combination of this car just makes too much power. It didn't have the right wheel and tire setup on it. I don't know. But what I do know is that we're going to go balls to the wall on this car very, very soon. We're going to push it to its limits, and we're going to see what happens. After that, after this season, after the summer, come fall, October, November, we will sit down and I will reevaluate what I want to do as far as my next platform. If I want to stay in this, if we want to get into something else, whatever the case may be. But for the time being and for the next coming months, I've got to keep this car. I've got to do what I've said I've wanted to do, what I've said I'm going to do. And I've got to provide content on this platform before it leaves. Because, like I said, it's not like everybody's doing this. I'm not saying that this car is crazy or whatever. It's downpipes in a tune, brother. This shit is not no build, in my opinion. But nobody's documenting these cars. Nobody's really documenting them doing uncommon shit with this platform in general, the N63. It's just not like that. All you see is X58s, man. S58, B58, that's all you see. I mean, TX2K literally had a class this year. X58. That should speak for itself as far as those two platforms have taken over. They've taken over the car community, man. They're the go-to platforms that people want to build when it comes to BMWs. and nobody really knows about this little 4-door 5 Series sedan. That's an M Light as well. But yeah, enough of my chit-chatting. I am at the greatest motherfucking chicken spot of all time. Hot Boys. About to get a bite, get some quick lunch, and then after I eat, I will take you guys to a little spot, show you around the car. A lot has changed. Like I said, for a week, I was like, all right, dead set on selling the car. I pulled a bunch of shit off. I don't even have my carbon hood on no more. So that's another reason we should be able to go 9s. Y'all are probably like, what? But this aluminum hood, lighter than my Alibaba carbon hood. I would not lie to y'all. So if you're getting a carbon hood on Alibaba for weight savings, don't do it. Please don't do it. I tried it. It didn't work. So we sold the carbon hood. We sold the carbon grills, sold the carbon mirror caps. I think that's about it, honestly. I sold all that shit. And then the next day I was like, nah, we got to keep this thing. We got to keep it. We got to keep it. So basically didn't sell anything else after that. And now we're here. But yeah, after I eat, I'll walk you guys around the car and finish up this video.
Thank God that was my one and only car accident. I was like 17 years old. Yeah. After that, I kind of learned the lesson.
God, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that shit don't really hook, but she's still moving though. Shit. So yeah, y'all see it. Stock hood is back on the car. Black grills back on the car. Black mirror caps back on the car. Ugly ass set of wheels on the car. Still need to get this rewrapped. Still thinking about if I'm gonna get the bumper rewrapped, but those will probably be it. I was planning on changing the color before, you know, plans changed. I want to get into a different platform. So pretty soon here though, these wheels will come off. We'll throw another new setup on here. This is just a little temporary shit, man. I was not throwing these on to leave them on. I just needed something. As y'all know, I bent the 4 stars, which I just dropped those off yesterday finally. So hopefully I can get those back in a day or two. My plan with the 4 stars is I'm going to throw those on the X3M. But yeah, after the wheel and tire setup is on, the last thing that we'll need to button up is I've got a line lock kit coming. So hopefully that works well. I'm gonna leave the brand disclosed for now because we ain't gonna give them no free promo until we know that product works. I bought the Vargas all-wheel drive controller and line lock kit. As you can see, here's my all-wheel drive controller. Last year, and we installed that. All-wheel drive controller works great, but the line lock kit leaks a shit ton of brake fluid, and they were not willing to do anything for me. If you guys have any experience dealing with Vargas customer service, you are well aware that their customer service isn't really customer service. I mean, it's basically non-existent. So yeah, once I knew that solenoid was leaking, that it was cooked, I was like, all right, well, that'll be the first and last thing I buy from Vargas. It is what it is, you know. You can't complain. I mean, I took the chance, rolled the dice. I've definitely heard Vargas is Chinese this, Chinese that, and we learned the hard way. So with just the all-wheel drive controller, I can't do a burnout. I can't do gas brake at the same time. It literally just puts the car in rear-wheel drive, but if it feels any sort of braking, the throttle body's just closed. The car just literally, throttle body's closed, doesn't go nowhere. So can't really do anything without a line lock kit. Can't do a burnout, can't heat up the rears at all. So that'll be like the finishing touch that we throw on. Hopefully that's here and installed before our first track day. First track day is the middle of April. I can't remember, bro. I keep looking at the date. But yeah, it's the middle of April. We've got like 2 in the same week, one on a Wednesday and then a following one on the Saturday. So this car will be there for both of those out at Indianapolis Raceway Park. So hopefully all goes well. We get everything in time, get everything installed. But the fronts, the 275 40/20 that I have on, that I just threw on, they rub like all hell. I mean, if the wheel is cut pretty much any more than that and we're not going decent speed, it's gonna rub. On top of that, it's pretty sketchy. This car, it lifts up so much in the front when I get on it. So like when I'm doing a pull and then I get off of it and I get on the brakes really hard, obviously the nose is going to come down. So when I'm braking really hard after a pull, I'm rubbing even more. I'm rubbing because the nose is just going down. It's all bad. So I got to get these wheels and tires off of here ASAP. I've got to get something decent on here, definitely before the track day. So that'll probably be the next video. So yeah, if you're new here, definitely subscribe. Definitely watch some of our other videos. We're going to be active all summer. I'm going to be trying to post as many videos as I can. Just whatever is happening, I'm going to pick up the camera and film it, man. So definitely tune in. You guys are not going to want to miss any of it. Pretty much the only person on YouTube that's going to be making content on an M550, and it's only going to be for the next 4, 5, 6 months maybe. So subscribe, tune in. Not going to want to miss it, man. And I appreciate you guys sticking through to this point. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's the exact same username as our YouTube, at @OPushGarage. We're going to leave it as that, I promise. So yeah, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. See you on the next one.